Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to be answering 10 FAQs that I constantly see here on my YouTube channel and also on my Instagram account. So if you are interested, definitely stay tuned for this video. So I picked out 10 questions that I always see in my comment section here on YouTube. I'm always in my comments. Like whenever I post a video, I'm looking at that consistently all freaking day, looking at comments, seeing what you guys are saying, seeing what type of videos you guys want to see. I'm always in my comments, even on my Instagram. Like I will be up to 2 o'clock in the morning looking at comments on my YouTube and on my Instagram because I love to interact with other nail techs. I love to interact with potential clients. I'm social now. Like I wasn't always social, but becoming a nail tech and talking and meeting different types of people and just growing as an individual, I've been speaking and talking more to people, and also having a YouTube channel, you can't really be, so quiet. I mean, you can, but I just don't see the benefit of having a YouTube channel, but then you're not social. Like, it doesn't make sense, right? So, anywho, sorry if you keep seeing me look over to my left-hand side. I'm looking at my YouTube channel right now as we speak. But I wanted to go over 10 questions that I constantly see on my YouTube channel. So, first question that I always see on my YouTube and also on my Instagram is, where are you from? I'm gonna keep this very, very, very brief because my family and we kind of move like gypsies. No offense to gypsies, I'm just saying, but we moved a lot. Like I moved a lot as a kid. When I was younger, I moved around a lot, but in my later years, around like 6th grade, I moved from Chicago, Illinois to Las Vegas in 2008. So in 2008, I moved from Chicago to Las Vegas and I lived there 11 years. I grew up predominantly in Vegas. I mean, at this point in my life, I'm 23 years old. I've lived 11 years in Vegas and I've lived 12 years in Chicago. So I'm like split. So went to high school, finished middle school, went to high school, went to college, got my degree in Vegas, and then got my nail tech license also in Las Vegas. And then just recently on December 14th of this year, 2019, I decided to relocate to Chicago. So I'm originally from Chicago, but I grew up in Vegas, if that makes sense. But when it comes to when people ask me where am I from, I like to say that I'm from Chicago because my parents sent me back home to Chicago for months in the summertime. So it wasn't like I moved and I never came back. Like I still have family here in Chicago. So I still was, taking the bus all around the city, going to see my friends and stuff. So I kind of grew up in both cities. Like I have friends in Vegas and I have friends in Chicago still, like even after I'd moved. But I do like to tell people that I am originally from Chicago, but I did go to high school in Las Vegas. How long have you been a nail technician? So I get this question a lot. A lot of people ask me this, especially when they see my Instagram page and they're like, whoa, your artwork is so freaking dope. Like, how long have you been doing nails? I've been a licensed nail tech for 7 months now. So I graduated nail tech school of May 24th of 2019, and it is now December 26th. Oh wow, it's now December 26th, 2019, and I've been a licensed nail tech for 7 months now. So that's how long I've been a nail tech. I haven't even been a nail tech a whole year yet. What school did I go to? So this is gonna sound really, really confusing when I get to the next questions and everything like that. So what school did I go to? I went to a school called G Skin and Beauty. It's located in Henderson, Nevada, basically Las Vegas, but if you're from Vegas, like there's little towns and stuff. But the school that I went to is G Skin and Beauty Institute, and G Skin and Beauty Institute, what am I trying to say about them? G Skin and Beauty has multiple locations. They have a location in Arizona and they have a location in Illinois, and they also have one in Nevada. I'm pretty sure they have another location now because I was just on their website, but I'm really not sure, so don't quote me on that. But yes, they have three different institutes in 3 different states, but I went to the one in Nevada. So how long was nail tech school? So for me, at my location in Nevada, every state has different requirements, laws, regulations. So for me, Nevada has one of the hardest freaking requirements to become a nail tech, but I thank you guys now for making it so freaking hard for me. But Nevada has one of the hardest, strictest requirements to become a nail tech. It's the course that I was taking at G Skin and Beauty was part-time. The part-time schedule was Tuesday through Friday from 9 a.m. in the morning to 3 p.m. but I happened to stay till 9 p.m. For personal reasons. One of the reasons why I personally was staying from 9 to 9 Tuesday through Friday for 6 months was because when I graduated nail tech school, I didn't want to be a regular nail tech just coming out of school. I wanted to be so freaking good that people would be like, dang, she just got out of nail tech school and she's doing nails like that. Like, yeah, I was so determined. Like, when I have my mind set on something, there's no freaking stopping me. Like, I've been like that since I was a kid. When it came to playing all the instruments that I played, like, I wanted to be the best me that I could be. So when it came to nail tech school, the program that I was in, like I said, was 6 months. I was part-time, 6 months, going there Tuesday through Friday. The schedule that I was assigned to was 9 to 3, but I was sometimes staying till 9 o'clock at night, just so I could practice. So that's how long nail tech school was for me in Las Vegas, Nevada. Next question, why did you move back to Chicago? So I keep getting asked this a lot, especially from my Vegas clientele, and I have gotten some nail techs to ask me this question as well. So my simple answer to, well, kind of simple answer to this is the fact of I was coming to Chicago, you know, traveling and doing nails here, and I noticed just the 2 days of me working in Chicago was, hold on, rewind. What I noticed was coming to Chicago and working, what I was making in 2 days in Chicago, Illinois was taking me a freaking week to make in Vegas. And yeah, homie, nah, we gonna move. We gonna move and secure the bag in Chicago. So that's one of the reasons why I moved to Chicago. Another reason why I moved back home to Chicago is because Vegas, the West Coast, in my opinion, again, this is my channel, it's my opinion. My opinion is the West Coast is very oversaturated when it comes to nail art. Just about everybody paints, everybody draws to a certain extent. So I was thinking, okay, I'm very rare when it comes to Chicago nail tech. So it's kind of like it's not even kind of, it's supply and demand. So if I'm in California, if I'm in Vegas and there's like every other shop, somebody can do what I can do, it's competitive. But if I go to Chicago and all they're doing here is like glitter and rhinestones and nobody really paints portraits on people's nails, I'm going to be very rare and the demand for me is going to be much higher. So like I was saying, I was coming back to Chicago and I make so much money here, guys. It's freaking ridiculous. But coming out from Vegas and looking at my money, like, damn, I was in Chicago for a whole week and I made enough money to, I really don't have to work for 2 months if I didn't want to. Yeah, I'm gonna be in Chicago. So it's supply and demand. Rarity, like I said, I do more so West Coast style nails. We're really into arty-farty portraits, drawing and everything like that. And I'm not saying not everybody in Chicago does that, but they're not really big and known on that. And another reason why I wanted to move back to Chicago is because I've been hearing a lot of people have been reaching out to me and saying like there's problems with the nail salons in Chicago. A lot of them are racist. And as a Black individual personally, like, we spend so much money on getting our nails done and there's so much discrimination. Like, I feel like I just want to give back to my people. I do nails. That's one of the reasons why I went to nail tech school, because I was just like, this is freaking ridiculous. Like, these people discriminate against my people and take our money and then we'll leave out the salon and they'll talk so much shit. Like, no, we're not doing that. Like, we're not doing that over here at all, period. We're not. Sorry for the period. I say that too much. Anywho, But I was like, no, like, I'm gonna move to my city, I'm gonna slay my people's nails, and I'm going to respect them, because there's been incidents on the news here in Chicago about people being killed in nail salon, clients, because of these racist salons here. Like, it's a freaking mess. So that's another reason why. It's a multitude of things, reasons why, but for the most part, it was, I'm rare here, money is amazing because I'm so rare here, and also I want to give back to my Black community. There's not a lot of Black nail techs here either. Like, yeah, there's not a lot of Black nail techs in general, but I feel like in Vegas, like, there's enough of us there. You don't really hear about too many Black nail techs in Chicago, so that's basically why I'm here. Money is really good, better, I won't say better clientele, but the type of clientele that I want to have, I like it here. Helping my own people, my rarity, and also being home. I love being home. I miss the snow. Like, I'm not even trying to knock the West Coast. Like, nobody can say, well, you're not from the West. I lived in Vegas for 11 years, and I'll tell you, like, I went through a freaking culture shock when I moved from Chicago to Vegas. Like, people wouldn't even say hi to you when you walk anywhere. Like, people are rude, standoffish. Like, it's so happy. I'm so happy to be back in Chicago, and I can walk down the hall, like the sidewalk, and someone say hello, speak, how are you doing today, go to the grocery store, people smile. Like, it's so nice to be home again. Like, I'm just so happy to be here. I will be going back to Vegas every once in a while to take care of my clients that are still there. I'm sorry, guys. Like, it's just better for me here. Like, I have some goals I'm trying to meet, and I just need to be in a bigger city, and Vegas is very small. It's a very small town, so I just felt like I needed to move to a different town for what I want to do with my own career. Okay, nail art classes. So, simple answer, no. Never in my life have I taken a nail art class. Everything you see on my channel, I've taught myself. When it comes to nail art, people ask, well, did your school teach? Like, listen, guys, when it comes to nail tech school, the honest truth, and I hate to say this, they teach you the bare minimum just so you can pass state boards. I mean, when I went to nail tech school, my teacher did have like art Thursdays, and she would try and show us cool things, but that's not the point of going to nail tech school. You're going to nail tech school so you can get an education and you can pass state boards. They don't care about the nail art, and like, no, you're taking these classes, you're getting these hours so you can be licensed. Like, all that extra art and stuff, like, you better go do that on your own, is basically how they put it. So, yeah, when it comes to nail art, I've just basically learned it myself. Have I ever taken nail art art classes in general? No, I've never taken any painting classes. Like, I just haven't. I've just been drawing my entire life. My grandfather, he went to art school, so I guess I had like lessons, but I never took an actual professional class on how to do nail art. What do you use for your nail art? Gel or paint? So one thing you guys are gonna learn about me, I absolutely hate gel. Like, if gel was a person, they'd get the middle finger from me. Like, I hate gel unless it's top coat. I love some gel top coat. But when it comes to the coloring, like, no, I don't mess with gel. When it comes to my artwork, I just use acrylic paint. And yes, it works, and I just cap it. I have my Tyler the Creator nails on right now. I painted them, capped them in top coat gel, and just, I'm on my way. I feel like you can do more detail with it. I just like the look of it better than I like gel. My preference. I don't like gel. I personally use acrylic paint. Ooh, I like this question. Okay, why don't you work on other nail techs' work? So, just recently, I made a new rule that I'm not working on any nail techs work. One of the reasons why that is because I'm independent now and I'm not working in a shop. So I can have more, I have more choice in what I want to do. So in the shop, yeah, I would have to, because like, you're not gonna say no to a client. Like, you need to eat, you need to make money. So yeah, I would do fills and things on other people's work. But now that I'm not in the shop, I'm not doing that, because even working in the shop, even like American shops, I just hate to say it, to cut costs, they use illegal acrylic, okay? It's called MMA. It's illegal. So if you come to me and you went to the shop, American, Vietnamese or not, you don't know what they used on your nails, sweetheart. You're coming to me. I don't know what they put on your nails. So if you're coming to me, I'm putting, you know, my acrylic, my Young Nails, my name brand stuff on your nails. The consistency, the chemical makeup of that acrylic is completely different than what you may have on your nails, but I won't even be able to tell or know that. So you may have problems with lifting. You may have problems in the future where, you know, like let's say the nail tech that put that acrylic on your nails didn't prep your nails right, and let's say that you're developing fungus under your nails. I don't know what the previous person did to your nails or if they were even freaking licensed. Most of these people in these shops aren't freaking licensed, so how am I supposed to know? I'm not gonna risk my license just because you want to fill. I'm not. I'm not, and I'm not working on illegal acrylic. And one way for you guys to know, I'm gonna give you a tip on this. It may offend some other nail techs that probably do use MMA. Cut cost is this. If you're skeptical about it, ask your nail tech to show you what brand of acrylic they're using on your nails. If you can't Google what name of acrylic they're using on your nails, I'm sorry to tell you this, it's MMA that they're probably using on your nails. If they say, oh, well, we make it personally, I'd be sketch about that too. What do you use for your base? Where do you get your base for your acrylic if you make it yourself? Like I make my own acrylic colors, but I use Young Nails to make it. Like ask the salon to show you what acrylic they are using, what name it is. If you can't Google it, it's probably illegal. So that's one of the reasons why I'm not even trying to play with nobody when it comes to doing fills over somebody else's work, because I don't know what's on your nails. I don't know if that nail tech was licensed, if they prepped you right. Like I don't have time to have a lawsuit on my hands because you come to me and I do a fill on you, and then 2 weeks later you say I have a fungus and it's all the way at the tip of your nail, and I'm like, what? I prepped, I did everything right. Like there's no telling. I'm not risking it. So if you don't understand, then you don't understand, and you don't understand. Period. Like that's, oh well. I'm not doing fills on nobody else's work. You can get soak off. Soak off is only $10. If you have MMA on your nails though, I do charge $15 as of December 23rd. What is it? December 26th. I do charge extra when you have MMA on your nails. Why? Because it takes longer to take that crap off. So more time means more money out of my pocket. So yes, I'm going, if you don't care about your nails, make it make sense. So yeah, I'm not working on nobody else's work like at all. Where do I get my products from? My art products and everything like that. Like I said, I use Young Nails products. But when it comes to like really like my art stuff, I go to Hobby Lobby, I go to Joann's, I go to Walmart. Like I used to get a lot of my stuff. I still do. I still get a lot of my products from Born Pretty because I do have like a little sponsor going on with that. They send me some free stuff sometimes. So I do have that, but for the most part, like I buy a lot of my stuff from arts and craft stores, because a lot of these nail stores that you be going to, like you find foils and stuff like that, and it costs like $2. Like I bought a whole bottle of gold and rose gold flakes, and it only cost me $5. Like a lot of these nail sites that be selling you guys stuff be fraudulent. Well, not fraudulent, but they're taxing because it's nail stuff. You can go to the arts and crafts store and find the same exact stuff that I use on my nails, and you get more of it for one, and two, you save money on it as well. So this is the last question that I get asked a lot, especially on my Instagram, is basically how much do I make? So no, I'm not going to tell you guys how much money is in my pockets. I'm not trying to get robbed. No, I'm not going to tell you guys how much I make, but I can say this, that it does fluctuate each week. I do have an average, but it's good money. If you're a good nail tech, if you know how to do artwork, you can make good money. Like nail techs, I know, like I was saying in another video, the nail tech that was working at the last salon that I was working at, she was making at least $5,000 a week. and she was in the shop. Just imagine if she went independent. I don't know why she doesn't. Like, sweetheart, get your own little spot and get that shit popping. Like, 5,000 and you in the shop and they're taking 40%, sis. I wish. I'm not on that level yet, guys. Like, I'm not, but I ain't splitting none of my money with no shop, period. Like, nah, that's my money. You gonna take money from me just because I'm using your location? You gonna take 40% because I'm using your location, but I'm the one doing the actual physical labor? Out of here. No. So yeah, when it comes to doing nail art, when it comes to, like, you need a niche, you need something that makes you stand out, that you're not a regular nail tech. You need something that people would be like, dang, she's different. So having something that goes for you and works for you, you know, not following like, you can have trends and stuff, like, do trendy stuff. Clients are gonna ask for that, but have something that makes you stand out as an individual nail tech. So yeah, I'm not gonna tell you guys how much money I make. Like I said, I'm not trying to get robbed out here. Like, that's my own personal business. I'm not really gonna discuss that, but I will say that there's potential to make as much as a freaking physician in this industry if you have the right marketing skills, if you have the right skills within your hands. You have, the sky's the limit, guys, when it comes to being a nail tech. There's pros and cons to it also, because there's taxes and stuff. Like, a bitch about to pay a lot of freaking taxes this year. Is like a couple racks, like, but it is what it is, because you're looking at, like, all right, you're not having to pay your taxes, you're not having someone pull taxes out of the money that you're getting. So yeah, at the end of the year, or like, you should be saving, but when it is tax time, you're like, whoa, I owe all this money. But yeah, if you were working like a regular schmegular job, then they would be taking that out and you'd be okay. So you just have to be very on top of everything that you're doing when you are a nail tech. So make sure that you are putting money aside for tax season, so that you don't have the IRS searching you down, asking for their money for their cut. So that's the only people I'm going to split my money with, is the IRS. Ain't nobody else about to be in my freaking pockets at all. Nobody but government. Uncle Sam is in my pockets, and that's it. Nobody else taking money from me and my skill. I'm so over working at these shops. Like, I'm gonna get my own. Like, no, it's either sweet, it's at home, or it's nothing. Like, no, shops are out the window. Like, I've been to too many shops in these past 7 months. No, I don't need nobody else in my pockets. Like, myself, I just need me in my pockets, and nobody else needs to be in my pockets. So you can make a lot of money, but I will say, you know, people are starting to transition over to being independent, and I am so pro being independent, because these shops are just over the top when it comes to taking money. Like, bitch, I'm working. I drew Tyler the Creator on my nails, and you don't take 40%? And I use my own acrylic paint and my own acrylic at that. Like, I'm just paying so I could sit here, and you're taking 40% because I want to sit here. I want to sit my ass in this chair at your shop, and you want to take 40%? Bitch, bye. Bye. Work from home, guys. Work from home. Get you a style seat. Get you a suite. But if you're just starting off, work from home. Get a suite. Fuck these shops. Like, fuck them. If they're not, honestly, if it's not 75-25, I'm not in there. I'm not. And I've worked at a salon that was 75-25. Like, I'm okay with that, because I'm paying for my little seat. It was kind of like booth rental in a sense. So yeah, that's the only time that I'll work in a shop, if it's 75-25 or if it's booth rental. If it's booth rental and I just have to pay $150 a week, cool. That's with, like, and there's a lot of salons that actually do $150 a week. I can tolerate that. That's chump change. I can do that. That's fine. But if someone 40%, 60-40, or $150 a week, which one? Come on, guys. Like, come on. It only makes sense to be independent, 75-25 or booth rental. Like, and I'm more so leaning on doing your own thing, because these shops got me like, for real. So no, I make bomb money as a nail tech. You can make bomb money too, have a niche, but you know, it's gonna take a little bit of time if, you know, you don't have like a certain skill that you can focus on. Like if you're not really artsy and things like that, then yes, you may struggle a little bit more so than someone that does know how to do artwork and things like that. But like I say in all my videos, don't be discouraged. I was just looking at some nails from a year ago when I was in nail tech school. I had painted Powerpuff Girls on some nails, and those shit looked like I was 5. Like they looked horrible. So yeah, just practicing and just like literally I went from, it's crazy, I went from having like no followers on my Instagram, and in just 7 months I've already hit 1,000 people on my Instagram account. My Tyler the Creator nails just hit 50,000 views in one day. So it's practice. Like I sacrificed for 6 months in school because I didn't want to be basic. I didn't want to be a basic nail tech. No. So yeah, just practice, guys. Work on certain skills. If you like working with glitter, you better put in some time on that glitter. Like if you like to do 3D art, I can't do 3D art. If you know how to do 3D art, props to you, sis. You better get on that 3D art and freaking carve out some fucking snakes and some Gucci bags and stuff on some nails. Like you better do that fucking thing, because why? A lot of people don't do stuff like that. They're just simple, the baseline, they just simple full set with gel color and maybe a little bit of glitter. Like no, if you really want to make some money in this industry, in this game, you gotta have a niche and you have to be really freaking bomb at it. So like I said, you guys can make some really good money if you really focus on one of your skills and just run with it and stick with it. Like that's really how you'll make it in this industry. So guys, that's the end of this video. I do have more frequently asked questions. I'll be making another video about that one because this one is pretty freaking long, but I'll be answering more of those questions in a different video. But if you guys have any comments or questions, definitely leave them down below in the comment section. I'm always in there, 2 a.m., 4 p.m. It don't matter, anytime, any place, you can get it. No, I'm just kidding. Anywho, but you guys can just leave a comment down below if you want to see something on my channel, and I'll respond to you guys, and I'll probably post a video about it. So I hope you guys are having a blessed holiday. I hope you guys go into the New Year's. I don't know if I'll see you guys or not because I'm back home in Chicago. I'm out here in these streets having fun. So don't know if I'll post a video before New Year's. If I do, if not, you'll see me in the new year. I hope you guys have a great rest of your holiday break. If you guys are in college, I know you guys are happy to be off, but I'll see you guys next time.